Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. So this is an episode of Coffee with Kim, kind of a way to start your day, ease into it, chat a little bit about crafting, chat a little bit about life, share a cup of coffee with some friends. So that's where you are. If you're new, welcome, and grab a mug and let's chat about some things. So as those of you who have been watching me for a while know, I get hyper focused on things. So right now, currently, I'm making all these little Kuddle Buddies. Okay, so I went into my daughter's stash of stuffed animals from when she was little, and I grabbed out all of the bears, just the regular shaped bears, and I'm making blankets to match them. Now this one, I did a purple dot in the middle, and then I'm doing that, what is it? The speckle brights. So I'm almost done with that. So each one of these blankets, I do 12 rows. Obviously, if the stuffed animal's bigger, I'll do maybe 14, but I like it because, excuse me, sorry, super early. So what I do is once I'm done with them, I wrap them up like a little package and I put a little strip of yarn right there as the bow. And there you go. It's a cute little gift idea. Put it in the Easter basket, put it in a gift bag, put it in, in the Christmas stocking, whatever. This fits as a perfect little snuggle take along. And the funny thing is I do get attached to my stuffed animals. So they all have to go to good homes. I did put them up on my Etsy store. A lot of people were asking me, if I was selling them or where they could get them or this or that. So I put a link up, to my Etsy store. I also made a set. I'm going to see my niece for Easter. She has 4 boys. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there you go. So yes, I am currently hyper focused on making these. They're fun, they're quick, and I think they're adorable. And the reaction I'm getting from people is they love them. So that's pretty cool. So I'm also trying to make myself do other things. So I'm not just doing one thing at a time. Let me fix this. There we go. So I'm not just doing one thing at a time. I also took that chenille blanket. It was a queen size blanket, and I ripped it into I cut it into 2-inch strips, and I braided it, and I made a braided rug. It came out really cool. I'm seeing a few areas where I need to reinforce the glue here and here. But all in all, it came out really cool. And my little dog, Fritzy, loves it. So he lays on it right now. That's going to go in my camper in an area where it's not walked on a lot. Not that a lot of people go in my camper anyway. But I don't want to walk on it and get it muddy. So I'm going to put it somewhere where it's more for decoration than for function. Now, if you, my crooked little finger. If you have been hanging out with me for a while, you know that I do my treasure hunts, and you know that I found a black sweater, well, more of a vest. Okay. And, I wanted to take the vest and make it into something I would wear. This looked like a project that somebody had started, and, they didn't really finish it. So I grabbed it and I said I wanted to finish it. So I also found that day a blanket that had rips and tears in it. So I have combined the two, and you can't see it. Hold on. Well, anyway, you can see the sleeves I added, and I added a couple rows here, And then I added this to the bottom. So you remember the blanket that I made this bag with? Well, I took some of the squares and I actually took the red. Now, hold on a minute. I'll show you. Here's how the squares are. They've got the red all around them. But I realized a lot of the red looked nasty. It was just, it's tearing, it's frayed. So I'm like, I got to get that off of there. So I took one off. And without the red, look how beautiful they are. So let me show you what they look like. I have a bunch of them. Without the red. So here's the comparison. Here's with the red. And you can see it's just, it's fallen apart. So I did that, and then now here's how they are without it. I love without the red because now I can do so much with it. There we go. Oh, by the way, so this is what happens when you're home too long and you're bored and you need a break from crafting. I decided I'm going to style my hair yesterday. So you know the new style where people do these curls all over their head? I'm like, that'll be fun. First of all, not fun. It took too long and all the blood ran into my eye. It was a thing. So anyway, you get halfway through and you're like, this isn't fun anymore. But my layers are not long enough to do the curls. So when I was done, literally there was just like, it looked like Medusa. Those of you who don't know who Medusa is, look it up. She had a head full of snakes. Anyway, my hair was sticking out everywhere. And I was like, oh no, this is not what I had in mind. So, excuse me. So when I got up this morning, it was looking a little funky. So I actually got my straightener out. And I decided to try to calm it down a little bit. It's acceptable today. I'll let it go. I'm not one to do all the frilly, curly, frou-frou stuff. You can tell I don't even own makeup. The only makeup I own is this and chapstick or Blistex or whichever I grab at the time. But I do not own makeup. If I ever need makeup, I actually have what was my mom's. It's probably about 30 years old. And I know makeup has a shelf life, but whatever. So that's my makeup. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's really easy. I just took, at first I was nervous, but if you look, you can see right where this is looped around the actual square. So you can see where you're safe. It still has corners like that, so I try to avoid them. But you can see where you're safe to cut. And then you just peel them off. And the squares are so pretty. Hold on, let me finish now. I'm in it. I might as well finish it. And I really like it because the black, I have a whole bucket of this fuzzy stuff. So, and then you just take it off and it comes right off. It's so pretty. And I really like it like that. So there you go, without the red. Super simple. And believe it or not, I'm saving these little curly things. Why? Because I'm me and that's what I do, I guess. So yeah, I have a whole bucket. Who knows? Maybe I'll use it for hair. It's a whole bucket of it. So I just sit here with the bucket on my lap, pulling this red stuff off and stacking up the squares. That's when I need a break from doing my little granny square blankets. Yesterday, I'm not going to say it was a long day, but it was a long day of crocheting. I literally crocheted for about 7.5 hours, maybe more yesterday. So I had to force myself to take a break. And when I finally did take a break, Well, believe it or not, I did some housework. Scrubbed the kitchen and then the bathroom. Go me. So I got that done. And then I had this thing in my room. And the reason I'm telling you this is because necessity is the mother of invention. So hold on, let me grab you what I'm talking about. Where is it? Is it in here? Okay. So I have my power drill, which I love. And all of my drill bits were out in the garage, which means I have to put on boots and put on my coat and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not doing that. So I was making a little closet thing. And what do I mean by that? I had a bookshelf that was about 5 feet high. And I took out the shelves and I wanted to make it into almost like a little wardrobe. I wanted to hang up my jackets and my ponchos and all that stuff in there. Because 1, I had no room in my closet. 2, I always just needed them quick. So I needed to make something. So here's my drill. And all I had were like screwdriver attachments. All different screwdriver attachments. And I'm like, well, that's not going to drill a hole because it was that like fake wood, the pressed board and with the cover on it. And I had to screw a bunch of these in it, but they're actual hooks. So I wanted to put in like clothes hooks. And with my hands, I can't really grab it and push. So I was like, what am I going to do without going outside? Ready? This is where be creative comes in. So I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, well, if I could only get this to make a hole for me, then I could screw in the other things. So I took this and I put it in there. Hold on. Put it in here. And I'm like, it fits. And then it tightened it. And it worked. So I was able to use this to drill or start the holes for each one of the hooks that I had to do and then screw it in there. So be creative, even when you're trying to do a project at home. I don't know. Is it safe? Probably not. I don't know. But it worked. That's all. I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm not suggesting anybody else try this. I'm just saying it worked for me and I got everything I needed drilled and in. So when I tell you I like to be creative, I like to be creative not only with arts and fun stuff, but life hacks in general. So that's that. So I made my little closet thing. It came out really good. Hung up all my stuff. I get to the point where I have to organize things because I start to go a little crazy if I don't. I don't like clutter, but I also tend to clutter things. Does that make sense? So I'll use something instead of it. If you could see my desk area, you would understand. So then afterwards, I'm like, okay, everything needs to be put away. So that's what I did with my jackets and my ponchos and my everything. I'm going to put this sweater on because I'm chilly. So that being said, I really believe that I need to get out of the house a little bit today. So I think I'm going to go on a treasure hunt. Just to the Goodwill up the street because I haven't been out for a few days. I haven't been out since the snowstorm and I need to get out. So enough is enough with sitting in the house. Don't tell Fritzy though. My dog will be very sad when I leave the house. He does not like me more than 2 steps away from him at any time. He follows me into every room in the house. He follows me out of every room in the house. He follows me inside, outside, upside down. He's just always wherever I am. So yeah, I added little fan stitch or whatever you call it up there. Came out cute. I like it. I will wear this. I was going to do it all just these, but it was way too much. Too heavy, too much. I showed Mr. Fortunate, and he's like, the other one that I was going to make just out of panels from the blanket. I showed it to him. He goes, oh, no. I was like, okay. And normally he doesn't give that much of an opinion. He'll be like, oh, that's nice, or this or that. But I showed him the blanket sweater, and he's like, oh, no, that's too much. So I had this, and I knew I wanted to do something with this. So I added all of this row here. I added 3. I got that torn blanket all over me. So I added 3 rows of double crochet all the way around. And then I added those on the bottom. So I did 3 on each side, right here. And then I did 6 on the back with a little space where like your hips go. So yeah, so that's what I have accomplished in the past couple of days. I'm getting ready to go to my brother's for Easter. So I have presents for everybody. And I'm going to go see my daughter and my grandson Thursday. I will bring them presents. So I've never been a really big Easter celebrator. Is that a phrase? Is that something I can say? Easter? Anyway, Easter was never a really huge holiday for me personally. But I like to, if I'm going to my brother's, he invited me. So I'm like, sure, why not? So I'll bring them all a little something. Plus, making them something, I like to see their reaction, especially my brother. He's a big, tough brother. And then he gets all happy and mushy when I make him stuff. So, all right, Tuesday. Alexa, what's today's weather?
The current weather is 24 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 24 degrees.
All right, so 50 degrees. Some of this snow should be melting. I think it would have melted more if we didn't get ice on top of it. So we got 2 different storms. First, we got a snowstorm, and then we got an ice storm. So it's a lot. So I feel really bad if you hear Mr. Fortunate coughing in the background. Whatever I had a couple weeks ago, he has it now. And it's hanging on to him just like it was to me. I feel bad. But, I mean, when you live in a house like this, one catches it, the other's going to catch it. It's just the way it goes. Although, he did not get COVID when I did. He got it a different time, but he didn't get it when I did. But, yeah, so that is what I have for you guys today. Looking forward, it's a week from tomorrow, I believe, is going to be the 100th episode celebration. I know I've done more than 100 if you count the lives, but I'm not because it's more fun not to. I was thinking of giving away one of those 31 bags, but I actually have a brand new, beautiful project bag from Hobby Lobby. It's really nice. So I will be giving that away filled with some surprises. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to go live for that one. So I think I'm going to do live a week from tomorrow in the morning for my 100th episode. And I think that'll be fun. I will send out an invite, put it on my community tab, put it on the calendars. That way, people will know. And that way, a lot of people that do not get a chance to hang out with me live on the weekends because it's too early, they will get to do a live with me Wednesday. The question is, should I do it in the morning, like around 10 a.m., or should I wait until the evening, like around 7? So let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you would prefer. I know a lot of us that are retired, we'd be like 10 o'clock in the morning is fine. But a lot of the others that are working, I don't want to miss the opportunity to have them as well. So let me know. So I sent out, we are up to 949 subscribers. Again, remember my goal is 1,000 by May 1st. So I got desperate yesterday. I have a very, very large family. So I sent a text or a Facebook message to everybody in my family and with a link to the YouTube channel. I'm like, come on, guys, I need your help. Back your sister up. So I got 9 of them. Yesterday I got 9 new subscribers. So hopefully the rest of them will come through. Seriously, my family, I do have enough to hit my 1,000 mark if each one of them just subscribe to my channel. However, a lot of them did say they're not on YouTube. I said, well, sign up. How hard is it? Come on, man. So we'll see. But I mean, if I could hit 950 today, that'd be awesome. And then I've just got, all of April to get 50. It sounds like a big ask, but if I can, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to keep putting up the content. I'm going to keep going with my videos, keep showing you guys fun stuff, and hopefully others you share with will sign up. So, all right. So I bumped the keyboard and it sent the video into who knows what. So here I am. I'm back. Just in time to say goodbye. Say thank you so much for stopping by. Remember, please, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, share. Leave me a comment below because the comments actually also help with my analytics. So I can't begin to tell you how they help with my analytics. I just know they do. I think the more you interact, the more it tells YouTube that I have subscribers and an engaged audience. So they will suggest me to more people. So thumbs up, subscribe, share, have a great time, and be creative. Thanks, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.